Well, hey there, it's Elke.
And Jen, and we are calling all Spoonflower and surface pattern designers in this video, and any person who maybe is a graphic designer and creates artwork as a hobby and or as a business, and you're deciding to transfer over or start on the platform called Zazzle. And the reason why we're doing this video is because recently we have seen many people come into our community that have been transferring over from Etsy, from Spoonflower, and other POD platforms where they are already in their own element of just selling their patterns or their designs as is, and then putting them up on products as just the pattern. And that works for other platforms. However, when you're coming over to the Zazzle platform, it's a little bit different. So, my name is Jen, and this is Elka, and we are a mother daughter duo team, and we are Zazzle expansion experts. We've been on the Zazzle platform since 2008, and now we coach and mentor clients and people on how to make money online with the Zazzle platform. And we also give helpful tips here on our YouTube channel because we want to help inform people who are looking to get into selling on Zazzle some information before you start creating all of these products. And at the end of the day, realize that some of these products might actually not be selling for you because you haven't set them up properly. So this is a super important video for anyone who has, as I said, been on Spoonflower or any other platforms, or maybe you're just an artist and you've been in that art world selling artwork as is, because Zazzle is an amazing opportunity for you to utilize the products that are on the platform, but it's a little bit of a different style and I want to say process of posting those products for sale using your artwork, okay? Because like I mentioned in the last couple of days, even I've seen some people who have given me some products to critique, and their products look beautiful in terms of the artwork that they've created. But unfortunately, the product types and also the way that they've decided to design this product using their artwork doesn't actually fit a specific need for somebody, because Zazzle is all about customization and really honing in on your niche and understanding what product types and design should be matched together. Okay. And so the first thing that I want to say is make sure that your patterns work with templates. Templates are a huge thing on the Zazzle platform because customization is the biggest asset that Zazzle has, along with the fact that they have so many product types that are available for sale. Because many of the other platforms like Spoonflower and Society6 and other POD platforms don't allow this element of customization, and Zazzle is really, really well known for it. And that's what the Zazzle customer or people who come to Zazzle are looking for, is that element of how they can make this one design that is a template their own and be it unique to themselves through the customization process.
And that doesn't mean that you are going to be worried that they're going to change your pattern or design.
No, yeah.
That's uploaded as a one image and it stays that way, right? It's more so that not everyone wants to buy something with only your pattern on it, even though you come from that area and like you might have even have licensed your products to various manufacturers and it's really just the pattern that you're licensing, right? And now you come to Zazzle and you go like, all I have to do is upload my patterns. That's an opportunity for sure, but it's not, as Jen said, the most unique way that you can leverage the Zazzle platform. Your patterns become almost like a bit of an extra because you get to add an additional source of income by adding templates with text or templates with photos that the customer can replace, that's on top or in some way incorporated with your patterns that you
Mhm.
upload for that design. So that's a huge difference. It basically doubles and triples your income if you do this right, right? And then, as Jen said, truly, we have to be honest and give you, like, we're not gatekeeping here. A lot of people don't come to Zazzle just because of a pattern. They come to Zazzle to make something of their own. That's how Zazzle even says their site is, right? Like manufacture your own products. But you as an artist may even have a reputation, somewhat like some of the really big surface pattern designers that we know about. If you're in that industry, you know them. I just don't want to mention them here. Um, and then you're used to just having everything on a piece of material or on a blanket or a pillow or something like that, or a mug. And so definitely have those available so that you can actually send people to your store on Zazzle and to purchase there. But then the most important thing is leverage the site for what it's known for by marrying your assets with whatever draws people to the Zazzle site in the first place. That's going to be your secret sauce to making a lot of money. Okay, keep going.
Yes. And so you have to do your research within your niche. And like I mentioned, coming from Spoonflower or Etsy or any other print on demand platform, or even just selling your artwork as is on your own website, you might not have really thought about what your niche is just because you've been in this world of, I create these types of patterns and I have my own style, and it's more particular for you as the artist rather than doing the research of someone that you need to hopefully cater to and sell to because it's filling a specific need. And we won't dive too deep into this, but we actually have a really great downloadable for you that you can grab, and the link is in the description of this video. If you're having issues, figuring out what niche you want to go into on the Zazzle platform, but it's really specific to niche and your perfect customer to really hone in on how you can utilize those patterns to post products for sale within a specific niche. And the transition that I think a lot of people also have difficulties with is that they, like a designer on Spoonflower, like maybe yourself, you are creating patterns because you like these patterns. This is your style of artwork, and you are creating the patterns to put on all of these different, fabric related products or printed products. Now it's really catering to that perfect customer, and you have to really hone your skill sets because you are an artist and you are capable of creating designs, like you are a creative person, to create patterns that would be wanted and needed by someone else in the Zazzle marketplace.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest. I mean, I learned that the hard way when I was painting and had physical paintings, and I was going to art fairs and hosted my paintings in galleries. And I would, if I was live, live, when I was there in the gallery and or on at the shows, people would come up to me and go like, "Well, this is great, but do you have it in purple?" And I was like so upset because I was like, "This is a piece of art. Like you are gonna like it the way I made it, etc." After I got really I had my little meltdown. Then I realized they're right. The purple is standing in the way of me making more money. And so, yes, that's one of there's so many programs out there right now and so many courses that go like, you can make a ton of money online, just make a pattern, right? And then they sell you a Procreate course, or they even sell you a grouping of patterns for $9 on Etsy. You go like, you can sell these patterns. I made them in Procreate. They're original and you have all the copyright for them. That is so that's a death trap, because unless you know what John's talking about, where you go like, I have to target a customer, you can work as hard as you want and make those beautiful creations, or even use other people's beautiful creations and think you're going to make a ton of money, but it's just not going to work unless you actually realize, oh, X is trending. This customer in this niche on this product type with this type of pattern with this type of colorway and this kind of pattern or palette, and font and use, like all of these things together are finally going to get you that, oh, it'll make a sale, right? So be careful. And that's why we're here to help you, because you get really lost in making these gorgeous patterns. And then you're so disappointed, just like I was with my purple painting, right? Like, I'm gonna slap that purple paint on. But in the end, that's what this person would have paid for it, and they didn't want my colorway. So
And
no
then
one
the
has
second,
that experience of being there and hearing that from a customer and having that experience. So we want to give that to you and make you realize that you have to step away from the artist ego. Still be creative, because that's what Zazzle customers want. They want unique indie designs, but they also want something that's trending. So you can't, as we talk about in our Profit by Design Academy coaching program, you can't be on the edges of the bell curve. And I know that that's from a science perspective, because that's me. I come from a science background, but it makes total sense, right? The majority of people are in the middle of the bell, right? So you make a picture of a bell and you stick the people that are the most like going to be yes, yes, yes in the middle, and they're not going to sway too much from the edges, right? Because then otherwise it takes more convincing to sell to those people. So if you come in there and you sell something that's so far away from what people already have said yes to because they saw it on Pinterest or they saw it on Instagram, or some other famous person has already used it and it's the same pattern, like all of those things bring people like the pattern into the middle and want people to buy, like people buy that more so with a lot more ease than if you were just bringing in something new and go like, look at how cool and different this is. So you've got to marry those two pieces, and that's where people get stuck when you're making your surface patterns and you're all on your own making this gorgeous thing with Freya's brushes and leverage your arts designs, and like I can just go on and on. It is an exciting and creative era to be in for sure, but it gets incredibly frustrating and disappointing when there's still nobody who buys your stuff. So this is our little pep talk to you.
Yeah. And
That
I
it
think
isn't, you don't have to be put into a stressful situation. You can leverage your art and your ideas, and I stole that phrase from this lovely other designer who does surface pattern, but it truly is that you have to leverage your art properly in order to make it sellable. Okay.
Yeah. And then the second little bit of a learning curve is where you take your artwork or your pattern and you have to learn how to look at it differently than just the pattern and see how you can create, a mug or a wedding invitation or a graduation invitation or home decor using your pattern, but then incorporating those elements, like we mentioned, a text-based element or a photo-based element, and create that aspect of customization where it looks cohesive. It doesn't look like you just have a pattern and you've slapped some text on top of it, right? You want it to look good and incorporate it into your designs. And there's some really great examples on the Zazzle marketplace, even on the homepage today. At the time of this recording, there's a beautiful first birthday strawberry invitation, and it has a strawberry pattern in the back, and then they've got some really great color blocks on top so that there's text available that you can put on top so you can read the text and the patterns in the background. And so
showcase that right now?
yeah, sure. Just because this is something that the pattern people, they've changed it now, but I can probably find it. People that have patterns, I'm just gonna find it here. Strawberry.
While Jennifer's finding that, what I just want to say quickly is that a lot of times we help people when they're using their patterns and they've actually gone through all the steps and they go like, yep, I did all the things you guys said, so I can make it very user-friendly and interesting for a customer on Zazzle. But then they do like one last little bit where they throw up the pattern, but they don't look at how the pattern looks on the design. Like it's off center, or it's the back, like for example, this arch here, and then the pattern on the back, they've done a really good job of aligning it with the back of the pattern, or sorry, the pattern itself and all the pieces to make it feel cohesive with the placement of the arch. Not everybody does that right off the bat. They forget. And it's just a matter of moving something over slightly, a couple of inches or centimeters, and all of a sudden it looks so much better, right? So be careful when you're using your patterns. But go ahead, Jen.
No, that's about it. I wanted to just showcase that, like, for example, they've got even kind of two patterns here, the strawberry pattern and then this offset gingham sort of thread pattern. And they've incorporated it into this design where it's not just the strawberry pattern put on a pillow or put on an apron. They've decided that they want to now cater to the stationery market, and they've decided to create a first birthday invitation. And how could they use their pattern, which they've clearly, I'm not too sure of this person because we don't know this designer. I don't know if this person purchased this pattern or created this pattern, but it looks very unique and individual as if it was created by this person. And then they've incorporated it into a stationery product while also mirroring it with, a first birthday invitation. And they've done it really quite well where they've utilized the pattern and it doesn't look overwhelming. And it also, adds to the whole element of everything. And now it serves the customer's needs, right?
Yes.
And yeah, so that's
And
exactly
it's a really great, innovative way to use your patterns in more ways than just putting it onto a product as a pattern. So there's lots of opportunity for you to make more money. Go forth and print money.
And
With
like print money, yes. I like that
okay.
saying. Elke came up with that. And like I mentioned earlier, if you are having trouble because you are an artist and or a surface pattern designer, and maybe you're just really confused about what a niche is or what you can get into on the Zazzle Marketplace, we have a really great downloadable with over 150 niche trends and designs and keywords for those niches. You can
In
get that
2025
downloadable.
that are trending.
Yes, and trending, and for 2025, and you can get the link. It's in the description of this video. Is completely free. In addition to that, if you are a designer on another platform or just an artist in general and would like to get introduced into how to start your Zazzle business, we have a great 3-part mini video series for you that you will get a video sent to you each day with a tutorial on how to start your store, how to post your first product for sale, and how to use promotion for your product. And that's also free, and you can grab that link in the description of this video as well. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.